What's up everyone? My name is Alex Kouras and I'm here in beautiful Miami Beach, Florida, and I'm gonna be going around asking strangers if I can give them a free haircut in exchange for a good conversation. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this video. Hi, excuse me, sir. Hi, my name is Alex. I was just in the neighborhood. I wanted to see if I could bless you with a free haircut.
Really?
Yeah, I've been cutting my hair for like 12 years and today seems like a good day to go about and giving a complete stranger a nice haircut.
Wow.
For free. So you don't have to pay me anything. I'm sorry, I know you're in the middle of sweeping and...
No. Actually, I'm almost finished. I have a couple more sweeps of the broom. Here you go, 1, 2. And you're talking about a free haircut here today?
Yeah, free haircut right here on the spot outside. We don't have to go anywhere.
Awesome.
So what's your name, where you're from, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Nick.
What's up, Nick?
Good, nice to meet you. And your name again, remind me?
Alex.
Oh, nice to meet you, Alex. Wow.
Where are you from? What do you do?
Oh, I'm retired. I stopped working.
Really? How long ago?
About 2 years ago.
2 years. And what are you doing now that you're retired?
I exercise, drink coffee, lounge around the house, listen to music.
Is that what you enjoy the most?
Try to go out on a date, go to the beach.
Oh, okay. So the haircut's coming in useful then, huh?
Yeah. It might go well. I'm looking to buy a bike these days so I can ride up and down the boardwalk here in Miami.
Nice. Any hot dates on the way?
Well, I can make it easy on myself in that aspect, or I can make it difficult. I choose to make it difficult because I tend to be picky. But it all works out in the end, you know. When you're not in a rush, everything goes well as far as the dates go.
Right. No, I can definitely see that. So when you did work, what did you do?
When I did work, I was in the
Service industry, like the military?
No, not that type of service. I was the general public service industry. Prior to that, my job was I was a executive chauffeur for 11 years.
11 years. Did you love what you did?
I enjoyed that while I had the energy and the motivation for that type of work. Because after all, that is a hurry up and wait type of job. The thing I liked the most about that job was meeting and talking to the type of people who were my clients.
So kind of like what I'm doing right now with you? Just a good conversation. I'm chauffeuring around looking for good conversations. It seems like you were kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, if you want to be, I guess, talkative, if you're a talkative person and you like to talk, certain service jobs are good.
So the best part about it to you was just talking to the people. Did you actually like what you did in terms of the actual business?
I like driving. I'm the type of person where it's not easy for me to be in a monotonous situation as far as a job goes. Going to the same, 4 walls or 4 walls times whatever with people and work and do the same thing every day. Being a chauffeur, every day is different.
So you like the spontaneousness about it?
I like the spontaneous about a lot of things. Yeah, that was the best part about that particular job.
If you were to go back to being 20 years old, what type of advice would you give yourself?
Well, you would also have to include what year and era.
Back when you were 20 years old, if there was any other advice that you could have done to change what you did or, just do something different that you think would have been better if you look back at it?
When I was 20 years old, it was 1987. There were opportunities, except they were a lot of service opportunities. But except it was 1987, it was...
So do you regret anything in your journey throughout life?
No, I particularly don't. No, I do not.
You hesitated. I don't want to call you out, but you hesitated a little bit.
Well, you couldn't help but be who you were back then. You were either a book person, sit at a desk and read and learn and educate yourself. I was never computer savvy, even though computers were very, very bad.
I can imagine.
88 versus the ones today. Yeah, there was less motivation. Only the few that were very good at what they do or what they wanted to do could actually make it go. I was in the food business prior, so we're talking about 1988, you asked me. 20 years ago, I was in the food business, and I wasn't a chauffeur.
What type of food business?
Oh, I was a pizza man.
Pizza man.
I was a pizza man.
You whipping it up in the kitchen?
I was ripping pizzas in and out of the oven and making sandwiches. we were waiting on the people and moving the crowd.
What was your specialty dish? Pizza or sandwiches? Or anything else?
Oh, wow. Well, up at that time I was up in Philadelphia, so we had the Philly cheesesteaks and the hoagies.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Yeah, the pizza was good too, but I don't know.
No, you didn't like the pizza that you were selling?
Not at first. I think I was given a bum recipe.
If there's one thing with the recipe you could have changed to make it better, maybe get more customers, what could you have done?
I don't know. Bootleg someone else's recipe?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, maybe, I don't want to use the word steal.
A lot of times people nowadays you don't have to reinvent the wheel. As long as somebody else has something, you can tweak it and make it a little bit better make it like unique to you. It's not necessarily stealing, it's just you making it your own.
Right.
So there's ways around that.
These days I'm not capable of much except keeping my home clean, my car clean. I enjoy the fact that I'm organized and I don't skip a beat. And a lot of people around me appreciate me for that.
That's good. And what do you think the reason is why most people won't understand it, or some people might not understand it?
Oh boy. Well, we may be created kind of the same, but except we're not. And we can all, give an example or two. We don't all think alike, so we're all different. Otherwise, the world wouldn't turn.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own separate part throughout life. Not everyone has the same journey.
No, not everyone has the same journey in life.
Yeah, you can definitely see that.
Yeah.
And it's different for everybody. Everybody wants to look at people on social media or TV. I think they can, be like them, but not everybody's journey is the same. And it's unfortunate, but they have to, I guess, come to a realization that it could be them. That could be their journey, but sometimes it just won't pan out that way. Whether you like it or not, the universe has something different for you. Sometimes it is what it is.
I think going off of what you just said, if most people would feed off each other with that mind frame, then they can create opportunity when they're in numbers. If the numbers are all, the people that are all on the same page.
What's something that you love to do?
I love to read.
What do you like to read?
I like to read news.
The news.
The news, real news, the actual things that are happening.
Okay. Not like books or anything like that? Or like ebooks?
No, I don't want to read books because I don't have the desire.
So you like something a little bit more active?
Yeah, I like to keep mobile. I like to walk, sit down at a coffee shop and look at and read, read the news on the phone.
You just moved here?
Oh, I've been here 2 months.
2 months, wow. On vacation?
No. Yeah, I came down from Philadelphia.
Nice. And how'd you like it in Philadelphia? Why'd you decide to come down here?
Well,
it's beautiful, right?
It's beautiful here.
Is that the reason, or are there other reasons?
I think I'm going to move down here. I may stay down here and not go back to Philadelphia. I just have to find a way to make it all work.
So you're a pretty experienced guy, I would say. What makes a man a man? Got a lot of kids growing up nowadays it's just a different generation than what it has been. I'm sure you know that. In your opinion, what makes a man nowadays?
Everything starts from the root. I could mention a couple things, but then it would sound conspiratorial. So we're just going to go right to the home.
The home.
Children are born in a home. If
Right.
the home stays sound and intact, then there's a very good chance that the family is normal. The parents have to be concerned enough with the children growing up to be able to talk to them and make sure they're doing their homework and doing everything they need to do as far as keeping their rooms clean and being tidy.
So being self-sufficient, you would say,
Yes.
helps
yes.
being a man.
No doubt about it. If we, the parents, don't know how to teach our children right, the chances are less for them because they would have to be the go-getters. They would have to be the achievers to really push themselves. But no, you have to open the mind, and the mind only opens when you hear people talking to you.
Interesting.
Everything I've learned in life, I've learned from other people, and then I backed it up by reading it.
Be aware, be more self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like nowadays there's so many opportunities to do anything you want in order to make money or just have a career. And I feel like maybe, what do you think, is it too much on kids growing up nowadays? Or do you think it's similar to how it was when you were growing up?
Like I said, when we were growing up, Mostly all the work was manual labor. That is synchronized with today's society, and that is to use technology, sit in front of a computer, and learn a way to sell, shift, maneuver, and to make your money.
True.
Otherwise, you're going to be doing manual labor somewhere. You need to go learn a trade, become a plumber, an electrician, a contractor, a
Right.
carpenter.
So things have definitely shifted from more so manual labor into this digital age where if you're not doing something on social media, something in some type of tech job or engineering, doctor, whatever it may be, then you're kind of missing out. But I'm sure there's plenty of jobs out there that people can create that are manual that it's missing nowadays. Like we went too far into the tech world, but there's still a gap between some manual labor jobs that are like unique.
Yes, and you can create a service job that is unique. I've heard of a couple examples of young people that have gone out and invented their jobs. They were actually able to invent their jobs and make it work. I've heard of other people that invented apps, and they intercepted big apps and told, shifted advice to where the discounts are, and then those people were bought out by these big people that were losing money because they were around. And you have to be creative. Creativity. Open-mindedness comes from being in good shape, eating well. Don't want to be personal with people, but number one, we need to be healthy, and that's by putting the healthy things in our bodies. And that makes our brain function and work better. And when that works better, the sky's the limit if you really want to occupy yourself with something.
So we touched on it a little bit earlier, but what makes a good partner? So as a guy, what would make a good partner for you?
When you say partner, do you mean partner in business, or would you...
like relationship-wise?
What makes a good partner?
Yeah, what makes a good partner?
I'm a man, so let's explain on what makes a good woman to me. Number one, for both man and woman, if you don't have gratitude and feel appreciative of everything you've accomplished in life, then you're not going to be able to communicate. It's a thing where you can't be selfish. Starting off young, you really don't get it right the first time around. That's why a lot of people divorce. Second time around, hopefully, for me, I'm someone who's been there.
So respect and gratitude toward your partner.
Respect, gratitude towards you. Number one, you have to respect yourself and like yourself. This way you'll like the partner.
That's true. I think it definitely boils down to yourself first, checking yourself, making sure that you're actually ready to take on building a relationship with somebody else. Because if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, how are you going to have a good relationship with anybody else?
That's true. That's true. You have to make it over that hurdle. It's a hurdle. You weren't kidding. This fan really works.
Yeah, it works.
Well, as a matter of fact,
it's a good investment.
Where you have it sitting right now, I think it's keeping my underarms cooler than my head, but it's okay. I'll take it.
So to kind of go back, what have you learned from a hard time?
You have to continue to make the effort and be patient. Those times do not stay the same all the time. They either get to the point where it's all over, or it gives you the opportunity to rebound.
Health is wealth nowadays, right?
Nowadays, health and the roof over your head is wealth, yes.
Or what made you trust me to cut your hair today?
Well, I would say that you look sincere from 10 meters away. I was able to pick that off. 30 seconds into the conversation, I pretty much could tell who I'm up against in the spontaneous world.
Yeah. You mentioned you like being spontaneous earlier, so.
Yeah, you never know who you get, you know what I mean?
Do you have any advice for the younger generation growing up nowadays?
Well, I'm 55 years old.
55?
I'm 55, yeah, so I forget what generation I belong to. Am I Generation X? I'm a cusp. So the generations below mine, they start to differ. My generation was a borderline generation because above us, this country was different and it worked a lot better. And then for my generation, we were able to see both the way the old worked and of course the way the new is working. I was able to adjust. I can adopt and cater to different age groups.
So you always stuck around the old heads, right? Those were like your mentors growing up. You need to have old people around you.
Yeah.
You gotta take them as guidance or use them as guidance.
Yes, because for the few old heads that I had around, then I would turn around and bring that information back to my friends, you know, my 5, 7, 8 friends, which were all my age, and we all learned that way. We had good conversations. Conversations that kids these days don't have because they're talking about their computers and their war games and their video games and the style, the fashion. I don't know.
Yeah, things have definitely changed for sure, right?
You know, maybe maybe they talk about wearing next to nothing and broadcasting it on social media. Like it obviously is happening.
You're all set. Let me show you how you look. There you go.
See.
What do you think? Blessed or what?
Oh, I'm looking great. I'm like Tony the Tiger. I'm great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Looks good?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
It was a
Man.
pleasure. Thank you so much for trusting me.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
But that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, make sure you leave a like and share this with a friend. Subscribe down below if you're new to my channel, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Peace.